folks, Pack Out Flies RC. All right, this is the Freewing Arctic Camo F-16 version 3. Take it up and have some fun. Got a 4900 S&C pack, their new version 2s. Running AR631 for a receiver. Timer set for 4.5 minutes. And haven't flown this in a while. Right, left, up, down, right, left. Here, turn around. Actually, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna be landing from the east into the west. Got a KM model afterburner inside there. And remember with a jet, if you got a whole runway, you know, use the whole runway. Longer takeoff, longer rollout. So, all right, I'm gonna leave the timer alone. And here we go. And it is hot out here in the heat with the F-16. All right.
Time remaining 4 minutes. Mid-race.
Full speed pass. All right. Looks like I need a little bit down. All right, come by.
Gear down.
Bring the gear down now. Do a gear pass. Going out towards the road again. And just so y'all know, I got my son Gabriel filming for us today.
How y'all doing?
He's gonna start pitch hitting for us when camera pressures can't film. All right, man, I'm coming in kind of hot. I gotta have a little bit longer of a rollout. Love the sound. All right.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right, start slowing her down just a little bit. I'm liking that approach better.
Right.
Almost kept her out of the grass, but that's okay. I am gonna go back to high rates.
High rates.
All right, we're gonna take off from down there. Still got 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Here we go. Staying on that center line. Best I can. Lifting off, gear up. Taking it directly up. Turner. Remember, this is a 70 millimeter. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's bring her down the runway. Try to bring her down low and slow. Well, actually, we're going to bring her down low, but fast. Beautiful.
Gear down.
All right. Actually, the wind has changed. A little slap and go there. Still got my gear down. Whoa! Whoa!
Brakes off.
All right, we're okay. Man, that could have been bad. But we're gonna shake that off. Got a little slow with that wing. There we go.
20 seconds.
Use the grass to my advantage. All right. Any landing where you've got no damage and walk away from is a good landing. Was in the grass, but that's okay. Right now, we just want to get out of this heat. All right, we're going to keep rolling. Actually, Gabe, if you would, zoom in a little bit and let's look at how beautiful that plane is for just a minute. Kind of walk around it slowly, if you would, as you zoom in. Just so you know, that's my high rates that I'm moving the control surfaces in. If you get behind the plane, you'll be able to see that beautiful KM model afterburner. Going to put it in reverse and head right toward you.
Braking. Brakes off.
Now back toward, watch it drive away from you.
Fired.
All right, timer's off.
Prop secured.
Take it back to the bench, we'll talk about it. All right, well, first off, let's make sure when I did that wing strike, I don't have any damage. I want to say that was this wing here. Got a little bit of these fins on these missiles are movable. And so I got a little bit of marring on the side of that missile. So if that's the worst, and the same, I've had the same thing. So no real true damage. All right, would have jarred the plane up and would have got a bad mark on his evaluation, but you know, hey. 2 seconds over on a 4.5 minute timer of total stick time. Let me check the battery real quick. Battery is warm. 44% left. So really, you can fly for almost 5 minutes really and come back at probably 20%. So that's a really good value for a jet. If you get 5 minutes on a jet, you're really doing good. Now that was taxiing and everything. So really total in the air would probably be a solid 4 minutes, which is great. Now I already showed you my rates visually, but let me tell you what they are by the numbers. All right, ailerons are 100% with 30% expo. Elevator, 100%, 30% expo. I ended up flying that. And rudder is 100%, but with 20% expo, less expo, which usually is unusual for me. Usually it's the other way around. No flaps. The gear are pretty darn quick as far as how quickly they go up and down. So really not, that's really not, in the retract world, that's instant. I mean, that's really no consideration. Forward programming. AS3X settings. The gains are one-time gains. Gains are set at 30, 40, and 40 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Priorities are all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading I didn't do anything with, and this is an older AR631, so I don't have it updated to where it has stop lock and release rate, so it doesn't have that, or that even option. I don't have the nose wheel gyro going. I could because I have an open channel for it, but I just haven't done it, to be honest with you. And there you go. That is the Arctic Blue, Arctic Camo, Arctic Blue? The Arctic Camo Freewing 70mm. Now, one thing to note, when you're putting the plane together, if you look at the position of my elevator, where they end, basically the neutral setting is going to be right there at the end of the fuse. So if the tip of that elevator touches that fuse right there, that's your neutral. That's where you need to have it. So when you look directly at the back of the plane, you look like you've got just about 8 millimeters of up elevator. That's neutral. Okay, if you don't do that, your plane's going to constantly be wanting to go to the ground for you, and that's just not good. Battery placement for now, for where I had it, as you can see, I've got, this is a 4900 SMC pack, and I got about, I don't know, maybe 1/3 of an inch underneath the back there. and that's where it's at. Okay, CG, and I got the AR-631 all the way forward up here. CG on the plane is 90 degrees back, 90 millimeters back from the leading edge root, and that's always where the wing touches the fuse. The leading edge root is where the wing first touches the fuse, and that's right there. So you put that 90 millimeters back, and if you look on the underside of the wing, if I can hold it in such a way, I have it marked. Okay, I got a 90 there. If you put your finger where these hard plastic plates are, and then put your finger 1 full pad length behind that plastic, that is what you want to feel for, okay? Now, if I was smart, I'd have me some glue marks or glue buttons or something there. I can feel it, but I don't. But with the gear down, that puts this plane wanting to favor tail heavy. And remember, with a jet, especially with a jet that favors high alpha like an F-16 does, level to slightly tail heavy is what you want. If this was like a Viper with a more of a traditional straighter wing, you'd want neutral, you know, and if it was a Warbird, you'd want it to favor nose heavy. So just typical characteristics of planes. Well, folks, can't think of anything else to tell you about other than this is a absolutely awesome flying 70 millimeter. Doesn't really like cross breezes that much because I'm just not that good of a pilot. But we had fun. My son's filming for the second or third time ever. He's doing a great job. Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And this is the Freewing 70 millimeter version 3 Arctic Camo. And I'm Fat Guy Flies RC saying God bless y'all. God is good. And let's keep them in the air, folks. Keep them in the air. Bye.